Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Nancy and I'm known as So Cozy Stitching on Instagram. And today is going to be all about patriotic. I'm kind of in a new location. I'm still in my sewing room. I was going to film outside, but it is really bright and the the quality just was not going to be good. And plus I'd probably be squinting because it was so bright. We are having like record-setting temperatures right now. We had a record-setting temperature yesterday, and we're supposed to today, but we're in the high 90s. Like yesterday was like 98, and today is supposed to be 98 again, which is really not usual for this time of year in southern Idaho. Usually it's about mid 80s. Anyway, it's crazy. So it's really hot outside. But anyway, I'm still in my sewing room, but usually when I film in my sewing room, I'm facing this wall because there was nothing on it before. And since my last video, I've purchased a couple of cabinets and I've kind of redone some things in my sewing room. My husband made me a rack to hang quilts on, and I've hung some stitching up in here, and I painted this shelf and hung it up to put little stitching knickknacks and stuff on. So anyway, so I'm in a different view of my sewing room, and anyway, so I thought maybe you'd like to see my my quilts back here. I'm going to do a separate video. I'm not sure when I'm going to do it, in the next, maybe in the next week or so. Um, and I'll show you how I've kind of changed my sewing room a little bit. And I'm not going to do a full sewing room tour, just a couple of things I've changed, and I will show you the rack that these quilts are hanging on, and I'll talk about these quilts. And I'll talk about that. Anyway, so that'll be a whole separate video. But today it's all about patriotic. um, Today is Flag Day in the United States. So I felt like today was an appropriate day to do patriotic, to show you patriotic stuff. And so it is June 14th. You probably won't see this until the 15th, maybe the 16th. We'll see how well it uploads. Who knows? Okay, so the first thing I want to show is I received a couple of just absolutely wonderful gifts. And so anyway, I want to show you them. So the first one that I received is I don't have any place to put things other than the chair I'm sitting on, so I'm gonna be reaching. So I received this cute little card. So this person, she reached out to me and she said, I have a chart that I want to send you. And so I says, great, thank you, yes. So she sent me this cute card. Her name is Taryn. And then she sent me this chart. And she said that this chart reminded her of the Somerville quilt that I am working on, which I will show in a few minutes. But she sent me this Cricut collection chart. And she said that these houses made her think of that Somerville quilt, which they do. They look a lot like them. But Taryn, I have something to show you. So I love this chart, and I want to stitch these houses. I want to stitch the houses, and I will. But I want to show you something. So let's see, where is it? Sorry, I gotta reach. So yes, these houses do look a lot like the Somerville houses, but look at this quilt kit I have. Now those houses look just like these. So anyway, but thank you, Taryn. I will stitch up these houses. I love this chart. And then she also has an Etsy shop. So I will link the information below for her Etsy shop. And she sent me, I have to take out of the package. She sent me this cute little scissor fob. Isn't that adorable? So cute. But anyway, this is her Etsy shop. TV Designs on Etsy. So go check her out and show her some love. But isn't that just so cute? And it's patriotic. It goes with my theme today. So Taryn, thank you so much for that. I love it. I love the scissor fob and I love the chart, and I will definitely be stitching the, one of those houses. All right, the next thing I got is my friend Jeanette, and she is Carly Court Cottage on Instagram, and she is cottage. Oh, I always get theirs mixed up with country cottage. It's not. Crafty Cottage Stitches on YouTube. So it's Crafty Cottage Stitches on YouTube, Jeanette, and she does it with her daughter Heather, and then she is Carly Court Cottages on Instagram. Anyway, she says she was going through her sewing room and she has been decluttering and getting rid of stuff. And anyway, she asked me if I wanted something. And I said, yes, please. But anyway, and not only did she, and I'll get to what she sent me that is kind of the best part of the whole package. But she also sent me some other stuff. So she sent me this charm pack of kitty corn. This is a new line that's coming out by Urban Chicks. I don't think they've released, this fabric has not been released yet. I'm thinking sometime this month or maybe next month. But sometimes shops will get like samples in, and so and then they can sell those before the line is actually released. And so that's how she got this for me. So I can't wait to make a project bag. I think that's what I probably will make out of this, is a project bag. Or maybe I don't know, maybe I'll make something else. Also included is she included some fabrics for me that she had picked up at Hobby Lobby. And these will be future project bags. So let me just go through them. This one is just a tomato print. And then I love this one. This is all about Christmas baking. Isn't that cute? Love it. That'll be a cute project bag. And then she sent me this one for a project bag. And then she also sent me this one. I love this one too. For a project bag. So anyway, now I have to get sewing and making project bags with these. And then she sent me some twill measuring tape on just this little clothespin. All right, so anyway, as she was cleaning out, she come across a quilt. And she said, she sent me a picture and she says, do you want this? And I'm like, yes, please. So it's a quilt top. It's not quilted. It's just the top that she had made. And she says that it just doesn't fit her decor anymore in her house. And anyway, so she wanted to pass it on to me. So, isn't that gorgeous? I love it. It is so pretty, and yeah, it is just so nice, and she did a great job of sewing it together. And then not only did she send me the quilt, she sent me the backing fabric for the quilt. So there we go. So thank you, Jeanette. I love it. And I've already thanked her personally, but I just am thanking her publicly now. This will be going to the quilters. This will be the next quilt that heads out to my quilters. Okay, so now let's go on to what I've been working on. So like I said, this month is all about the patriotic. So I still have been doing my morning stitch, which has not been patriotic. And I didn't bring it over here. I did finish up the June by Little House Needleworks. I finished it this morning. It's not fully finished, but it's sitting over there, and I'm not going to grab it. But I finished it up this morning, so I will start the Prim Stitch, the next block for Prim Stitch. Now, so anyway, sorry, I lost my train of thought. So, but anyway, I didn't bring that over. I'll show that in my next video, and it will be fully finished. Okay, so for the month of June and July, to me, patriotic starts May 1st, or Memorial Day, starts Memorial Day. And it goes clear through to the 1st of September. That's just, I look at patriotic for those 3 months. That's just, you know, because you have Memorial Day, you have Flag Day, you have the 4th of July. And then in August is our county fair, and it's always very, I don't know, it's just, to me, it's all American. And anyway, so I decided for the month of June and July, I am only stitching on patriotic. I had some starts that I wanted to work on, or some pieces that I wanted to work on, and so I decided that I'm going to work on only patriotic whips. So I did have a start for Memorial Day, and I will show that one in a minute. But since the 1st of June, I have only worked on 3 projects. The first one I worked on was Liberty's Welcome by Plum Street. And I am using the DMC conversion, I think. Now, as I go along, I may change some of the colors, but as of right now, it is kitted with the DMC called for. With the exception of now the house. That is so far the only color I've changed is the house. I am stitching this on, now I'm dropping stuff. I am stitching this on 18 count Vintage Sampler by Victorian Motto. And this is where I'm at. So I worked on this, I think a solid week. And when I started, I had the roof all outlined, and I had this stitched, and I had all these windows in. So I have outlined the house. I have laid all the brick, but I have not filled in the brick, and I've put in all the windows. And then I've started filling in up here. So the called for color for the house was not showing up. And let me see if I can figure out the called for. I believe it was either 8/22 or 6/13. I can't remember. It was not showing up on my fabric at all. Like, you could not see it at all. And so I thought about switching it to 3865, I think. But then that wouldn't have worked either, and I don't think you would have been able to see it. the white in here is 38.65. That I did change that. No, it's not. This is, oh man. I can't remember. I can't remember. But I do know that 38.65. Anything that was like white or, you know, that shade wasn't going to show up. So I decided to change my house up a little bit from what everybody else does. And I am making it a gray blue. And the color I'm using is 927. And I think it will look good. The called for, the other greens in here that's called, or the other blues in here that's called for is in that same color family. So 924, 920, is that 924? So 927's in that same family color, so I think it will be fine. Oh, I love this. And this is, I'm going to, July, I'm not sure how my filming is going to go in July because from the middle to the end, I am going to be gone most of that time. So we'll have to see. But when we go on vacation, I plan on just taking this and doing all this fill-in. I'm going to take other projects besides this one because if I get bored. But yeah, so now I can just go in and do all that fill-in. Anyway, love it. All right, and then the next thing I've been working on is a Little American, or Early Americans by Little House Nailworks. And there's 9 in the set. I have completed this block. It's the only block I've completed. But anyway, there's 9 in the set. I am stitching mine on 14 count Confederate gray, and it's a Zweigart fabric. And this is where I'm at. And this I worked on, I believe, for a week. So when I showed you this last, I had the grass outlined, and I think I had started filling in, and I had the pot, and that was it. And probably up this stem. So I filled in the flags, filled in the grass, the flags, this little, let me do this. This bunting border right here. That is all. I did that. I did the birds, the flags, and the freedom, and all these little doodads up here. And then I decided, because I was just going to pick a block, and then I was going to start on it. And I thought, no, I'm going to go in and get everything outlined and get all the borders on. I am not putting the extra border on that Vonna did. I'm just going to do these borders. So that's where I'm at. So I got all the blue borders done. So now I am working on filling in the red. I'm using all of the called for DMCs with the exception of the red and the blue. And the red I am using 3777 and the blue is 3750 on DMC. I wanted it to be more of a vibrant blue. The blue that was the DMC called for was more, the red was more of a rust color. I don't know. I wanted just more of a vibrant blue and red, sorry. So that's where I'm at. Right, the other thing that I have been working on is Summer Jubilee. Now, I started this actually last summer, which is that one. Everybody has seen it. So I started last summer, and my chart actually came out of the Just Cross Stitch magazine. I was able to print out the chart when I subscribed to it. So when I started mine, I pulled out the colors the DMC colors, because it didn't have DMC listed on the chart that was in the magazine. So I went in and did a conversion, and then I just tried to match the colors to the picture. Now the picture in the magazine makes the pot and the flowers and everything more of a, like a peach to a peach tones, where in this picture they're definitely more of a pink tone. And I had the flag done, I had this pot done, I had this flower done, all of the vines over here, and I had these two flowers done with that peach color that I had picked out. And I was not happy with it. So I decided, okay, I'm going to restart it. And then I would just take and cut that, that part I had done out, and then make a pillow or something out of it. But the thing is I really like the fabric that I'm stitching on it. And when I went into my fabric stash, I didn't have enough of that fabric to restart it. So what I have been doing is I've been picking out and restitching. So like I said, I had all of this done. So I left the flag in because I do like the color of the flag. I picked out this, and then I restitched it. Then I picked out all of this and restitched it. And then I picked out all of this and restitched it. So anyway, let me show you the results. I am very happy with it now. So I have made a lot of color changes. I didn't even doing the pot. Okay, so what I did is I pulled out, I had the call for colors for the overdyes for the flowers. So I pulled them out, and that's what I'm using. So the pink, any of the pinks you see are the overdyed. Now, I didn't want a pink pot. So I chose 434 for the outline of the pot. And then I chose 436 because in the picture it shows a big contrast between the outline and the inside of the pot. And so I started with the 436, and I didn't like it. It was too much of a contrast. So because I'm stitching this on 14 count, I didn't say that. This is on 14 count Misty Blue, and it's this Weigart fabric. Since I'm stitching on 14 count, I am using 2 strands of thread. And so what I did is I took the 434 that I outlined, the 436 that I had originally picked to go on the inside of the pot, and I blended them. And so there's still a little bit of a contrast, but not near as much as there was with when I was just using the 437. The other problem I had is picking the greens. So the green of the call for DMC was like 730 and 731, or 731 and 732, something like that. It was more of a brownish green, and I was not happy with that. So I pulled out several greens, several different DMC color families of greens. And the one I finally went with, I mean, I was back and forth, and I would stitch some, and then I didn't like it, so I'd pull it out to try something else. The one I finally settled for is I'm using 3346 and 3347 is the greens I'm using. And then the color, the yellow in the flower is 745. So anyway, now I'm very happy with it. I really like it. So anyway, I'm excited to work on this now. Now that I've gotten all of the colors figured out, and I'm going to show you all of my. I'm going to show you this just so you can see all of my scratching. So you can see all of my little notes and stuff for the color changes that I'm making and scratching out and changing and everything out. That's my process. So if you're interested in exactly what I've used, just let me know and I can email it to you or instant message it to you or something. All right, so those are the 3 things that I have been working on. Sorry, I gotta reach. So for my plans, I'm gonna go into my plans really quick. All right, so into my plans. So today is Flag Day. So today I get a new start because it's a holiday. And I am starting something that is not patriotic. I know, it's all about patriotic, and I'm not starting anything patriotic. Crazy, right? So today I am starting honeybee samplings. And the reason I'm starting this is I want to put some, we just remodeled our guest bathroom or our small bathroom. And it's gray, it's really farmhouse. But I wanted to add some color in there because it's just kind of gray and white and a little bit of black. So I wanted to add some color in, and I thought, bees would be really cute to add into there. So I am going to start this, and I am changing the colors. And I am stitching it on this piece of 14 count fabric. This was dyed by me. Has just a little bit of modeling in it. I believe this one was evening blue. And I don't know if this is the one that I did evening blue and then I quickly dunked it in denim blue. I can't remember because one of them I did and one of them I didn't, and I can't remember which one it was. So anyway, and I'm going to, I mean, it's going to be this kind of the same colorway. It's just that I'm using my own colors. So that's a new start for today. And then I will have a new start on next Monday, which is the 21st, because it is my granddaughter's 10th birthday. So I get a new start. And for her birthday, I am starting another bee project, and I'm going to start The Beekeeper by Plum Street. And I am stitching it on, I'm not sure what it is. I think it's called Cottage Stone by Color and Cotton. It's 18 count. I'm not sure, but when I show it in my next video, I will let you know for sure. And I think I'm doing most of the call for colors, but I am changing up her dress. So those are 2 new starts, and then I'm going to have a new start on the first day of summer. And the first day of summer and Father's Day fall on the same day this year. And when I have 2 holidays that fall, or two, whether it's family holiday or a holiday or whatever, 2 holidays or 2 things that fall on the same day, I don't do 2 starts. I just do 1. So for Father's Day and the first day of summer, I am going to start Summer at Hollyberry Farms by Stacy Nash. And I'm stitching it on just a piece of 18 count fabric that I dyed. And anyway, so I'm not doing a hashtag, but if anybody wants to stitch this or is stitching it, and would like to tag me on Instagram, please do, because I would love to see everybody that's stitching it. So anyway, so those are my plans. All right, I am going to stop here and start another video because I'm at 30 minutes. And in the next one, I am going to show you quilts that I have finished and I have been working on. And then I'm going to do some enabling, and I'm going to show you patriotic charts that I have, and some of them, and tell you about how I'm going to work them into my plans for next year. So anyway, join me back for my quilts and for some enabling.